Okay, we've been gone for a few days and it's time to harvest our Walla Walla onions. Now, we planted them in a few different areas along our garden just to see where they would perform the best. So today I'm going to harvest the Walla Wallas along this front swoop here. The leaves are yellow, the necks are soft and tender, and they're starting to fall over. So it's time to pull those out. And also here under the gazebo along the front swoop, I'm also going to harvest those because they're flopping over. And we're ready to start offering these at the farm stand this season. So let's take care of them. The front swoop here, this area gets the most sun. And look, this one is just completely fallen over. So I'm just going to kind of wiggle it here at the top of the neck here. And just gently tug it out. And it just comes out effortless. Look at the size of this thing. Woo! Oh my gosh, this thing's huge. I'm gonna let these cure for a few weeks in a cool, dry area just to harvest the last of its energy, and these are gonna be so sweet. I can also repurpose the stems as well, but let's pull out some more. Yeah. Nice, and just they're just coming right out with just zero effort. Oh my goodness. See, the leaves are kind of yellowing. They're just coming out no problem. Oh, this probably wasn't a good idea to plant this watermelon in here. It's really getting tangled into my salvia. Get out. I need to trim those back. Okay, yeah, see here, like they're really soft. So if you're not sure, they're really, really tender here, starting to brown and kind of tip over. Look, I can't get over how huge these are. They're amazing. So some are different sizes. Look at the size difference. This one obviously got more sun compared to this one, but they're still going to be just as amazing. But, oh my goodness. So here's probably the biggest one and the littlest one. Isn't that amazing? Okay, let's go under the gazebo and pull all those out, and then we'll gather them all together. So the original idea here is we want to have a nice hedge of gardenias, and that clearly was a fail, but we didn't want to pull these out and disrupt the root system of the onions here. So now that it's time to pull all these out, we can pull and rip out all the gardenias and start fresh. I didn't think that these were going to do that great under here because part of this swoop is in the shade a lot more than this have, but I was clearly wrong. Look at the size of this thing. I can't get over it. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. And they're just falling out. They're ready. Okay, perfect. Let's put them all together. And we can see our crop. So interestingly enough, these were all planted on the same day, same time, just in a different area of the garden, and they're not ready yet. They're not really browning, they're not falling over, and the necks are still very firm. So this is why it's fun just to experiment with different lighting situations, planting environments, and just experimenting with what works best in your garden. Now I know where they're going to perform the best. This was such a fun experiment, planting these onions in different areas in my garden, different conditions, different light conditions, different soil conditions. They all were on drip tubing. They all, actually I didn't really even fertilize them. I fertilized them a little bit in the beginning and I just kind of let them do their thing. And I am so impressed. Like, this is what's so fun about gardening, is that you learn something every year and you just experiment and you find out what works and what doesn't work in your garden. And sometimes you just are surprised. I mean, this one's a little bit smaller, still gonna be amazing. I mean, look at the size of this one. Like, this is so much fun. And it feels so good that you can grow something that's gonna nourish your community, nourish your family, and this is a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Take care. Wow. This is the coolest.